Hello everybody, hi again, back for another video. Today I brought along my tweed friend, the Peavey Classic 30. So this is a special video for a guy called Austin.G. So big thank you Austin for subscribing and reaching out to me. He's asked me a few questions about this amplifier, how I get the sounds I get out of it, what pedals, you know, do I put in front of it, etc. So I thought I'd turn the cameras on and just do a bit of a walkthrough. You might have seen this video in the past on my channel. If you've ever watched my Gary Moore Parisienne Walkways cover, that's the sound, this guitar, that amp. I've used it on a lot of early videos, the Hotel California, Sono, some of the Scorpions stuff, a mixture really, some of the Def Leppard bits. So you know, if you're one of my regular students, you'll be very familiar with this amp. I use it all the time. Not used it on a video recently because we're sort of spoilt for choice with beautiful Marshalls here, but it is a nice classic amp to bring out, so I'll talk you through it and see what you think of it. So here goes. Okay, so this is an American built amplifier. It's 30 watts, hence the name Classic 30. It's basically two channels. You've got a clean channel and then more of like a crunch sort of bluesy rock channel. So this is a great amp for blues rock playing. I absolutely love it. I think it pairs with the Les Paul beautifully. So I'm just going to talk you through the channels basically. So we'll start off on the clean channel. Sounds like this. Again, Les Paul, it's 1993 custom. It's got classic 57 pickups in it. They're relatively low output. Here's the next pickup. Play some chords. Middle position. And the bridge. So we go back to the neck. I'm just going to max out the reverb. This has got a lovely spring reverb on this amp, so here it is on full. The sound's going to play a bit with my fingers for you. So an absolutely fantastic clean. I'll be honest, I rarely use that channel. I prefer to use the crunch channel and roll my volume down. So I'm going to switch over. So here is the second channel. This is basically where I like to live on this amp. So bridge picker. It's like all great tube amps, it's very responsive to how hard you hit, you know. So here's the same sort of thing. With a bit more power. So incredibly touch sensitive. So we'll go through the settings in a bit. I basically keep everything exactly where I like it. I touch the reverb up and maybe the gain here and there, but other than that the EQ is set always the same. So I'll talk you through that later on. So I'll play a few more riffs. So this sort of setup is great for Thin Lizzy, so I'm tuned down to E flat, I'll crack out a few Lizzy riffs. And so here's the volume about half up. So as you can hear, it sounds great for that. So gain wise, we've got it on 9. So the settings in this amp, I should mention, go up to 12. Like I said, we'll get a shot of this so you can see. But I've got the gain about 3/4 of the way up. So there's a little bit more I can give in the amp. and I'll try that now. So this is gain on absolute full. So on the second channel, we click the little button in. There's a foot switch you can use as well. And we've got a few more controls. We've got post and pre, so that's your volume and gain essentially. We've got a reverb, which controls the spring reverb in here. And then we've just got 3 EQ controls. We've got bass, middle and treble. So pretty much exclusively, I've always got the mid-range, the middle on full. That's the way I like my guitar to sound. I've got the treble on 5 in this amp and the bass on 5. So you'll see, you know, there are probably some fingerprints on here, but you will be able to see, again, treble at 5, middle at 12, bass at 5. Reverb's on at 5 normally. I might touch that up a little bit more for bluesy things, or maybe back it down for more harder riffs. Post, again, that's your volume, so that's basically wherever you can handle it in the house. And pre, at the moment, it's on 9, and I basically switched that between 9 or 12. So I'll play that for you now so you can hear. So here is the crunch channel, you know, so this is with a gain at 9. So hugely responsive sound. So what I'm going to do is going to chug an A chord and then just touch that up to 12 to full on the gain, just so you can hear the difference. Need an extra hand, should have thought about this, but so that's at 12, full amount of gain there. So that really does fatten the sound out, but there's still loads of clarity, so just go back down to 9 again. So here we go. Back up to 12. Very satisfying. So there is a boost function on this amp as well. I've never even messed with it. I just like the amp set like that. There's a few features. You can plug this into an extension cabinet as well. I've actually got a matching 1x12 extension cab as well, which it sounds cool through. Other than that, it's very, very old-fashioned sort of style amp. You know, on and off switch. That's about it. So most of the time I'm living on the crunch channel, channel 2. The clean channel is lovely. I'm sure some people who are into pedals might use that and put pedals on top of it, but for me, I basically live on that second channel with the gain either a 9 or 12. And if I want a bit more sustain, I'll just whack a pedal on, but we'll get to that later on in the video. So hopefully that helps you out with the settings. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit more blues. I'm going to go to the middle pickup and I'm going to max the reverb out on the second channel now. Plenty there. I'm going to play a bit more fingers again, so So as you can hear, it sounds fantastic for that sort of Peter Green blues thing. That's one of my favourite sounds out of this amp, I'll be honest. Just lovely to sit around and noodle with, you know. I'm going to go to the neck pickup now, and I'm going to roll the tone off a little bit on the guitar. said before, I used to sample my Parisienne Walkways cover. So if you've not watched that already on my YouTube channel, please do check it out for me. It's my highest viewed video, so really proud of that one. I'm always getting questions about what pedal to use, how to get that sound, you know, what's the tricks behind it. So, you know, I'm going to talk you through that now. So essentially it's the neck pickup. Like I said, these are 57 classic pickups. This is an old 93 Les Paul custom. Not changed a thing about it. You know, put new strings on it, but other than that, it's exactly how it came out of the factory. Go straight into the lead channel, and I've got the gain absolutely on full, so right up to 12. I've got the reverb, you know, let's go 12 on that as well. So that sounds like this. Sounds like this. I was on the clean channel there. Here we go. So the next thing, I rolled a bit of tone off on the guitar, so maybe halfway on the neck pickup, and I had a Bad Monkey. So I've got a few drive pedals, but probably my favourite is the Bad Monkey. It's a bit like a secret weapon, really. It's the cheapest pedal I've ever brought. It's very simple. I'll get close with the settings, but basically have everything at 1 o'clock, and then I've got the gain at about 10 o'clock. So it's like a clean boost, really. About the Bad Monkey, it sounds like this. Arguably a lovely tone. With the Bad Monkey on, we get a bit more push to it, so a bit more sustain. Sounds like this. That's a really fun sound. So I use that quite a bit on that cover. On the cleaner parts, I'm either rolling my volume down or just turn the Bad Monkey off. So I'll play a little bit of it again for you. So Bad Monkey back on. That's basically how I got that sound. Nothing too complicated, really. Again, guitar, amp, a little bit of a pedal through, a little bit of a boost, and that's about it, really. So hopefully that answers your questions, Austin. If I'm not using the Bad Monkey, I've got a Maxon OD 808 which I like to use, but it's the same sort of thing. I've got the volume on full and the gain on basically 0, essentially. I have the tone, as a tone control, I have that about the middle. So it just acts as a bit of a clean boost, just gives the amp a bit more of a kick, so a bit more sustain out of it. So yeah, I've had this amp for over 5 years. I actually got it off eBay second hand, didn't pay much for it at all. So you know, if you like the way it sounds, get on eBay and have a look for one. And they seem to be up there, you know, every now and then at a decent price. And the newer ones have a slightly different front. There's a sort of a sloped Peavey logo on the front of it. I'll be honest, it did have a Peavey logo on the front of it when I got it, but it fell off in the car, so I've just left it off. Obviously, it's kind of got that kind of Fender aesthetic. But yeah, like I said, it really does live up to its name, you know, the Classic 30. So you can get plenty of classic tones out of it. Sounds great with any guitar, really. But if you're looking to play a bit of blues rock, you can't go wrong with a Les Paul on this amp, really. So if you found this video useful, please let me know in the comments if you've got a Classic 30 or a Classic 50 even. Please let me know what pedals do you use with it. You know, do you love it as much as I do? I think it's a great amp. Super practical, you know, it's not going to break your back carrying it around to gigs and whatnot. So yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. If I missed something out, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much again. See you next time.